It's Cheryl. Today I'm just going to start a canvas. And I had an idea. Oh, crafting kitty. I'm seeing your fur. Thank you. I want to thank you guys. Your response to my helping me get to 100 subbies it's amazing. Mildred, you said that. I love the video responses you put up. Especially mentioning my little furry buddy crafting kitty, who right now is driving me crazy again, because she's about to jump all over stuff and get into big trouble. Yeah, I see you. I mentioned you, didn't I? Yes, I did, and I looked at you, but it doesn't mean I want you. Anyway, I had this idea for a canvas, and I'll tell you what, people, canvases and ATC cards are the two things that just totally intimidate me. I don't know exactly why. I think it's because I'm too afraid I'll make a mistake, okay? I know, I'm here preaching to you guys, you know, don't worry about it and everything else. And then here I am telling you guys, excuse me, you need to leave, thank you. Goodbye. You have something else to do. I'm here telling you guys, you know, don't be afraid, just do it. And then here I am going, oh, but I'm scared to death. Well, that's just not cool, huh? But I am, so I'm attempting to tackle my fears. I have an ATC swap with Esther C. at the end of the month. I got your hint, Esther. Okay. And I have one that I've with Kathy Byrne for next month. And I need to get better at this kind of stuff. So I thought I would do a canvas. I also want to play with my Lindy's sprays I got. And I had this idea, okay? I've had it before, even before I bought the stencil, the doily stencil I showed you the other day, but that kind of just really inspired me to go ahead and do it here. So I was thinking of doing this all in doilies. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't even know if it's going to turn out, but I am going to give it a shot here. And you know what, you guys? I do a lot of crafting out in my dining room. That way I can be, you know, with my husband, or if my brother comes over to see me, I can be with him while I'm doing stuff. And, because the idea is to open up my living room, dining room in my house, make it like one big room, and then there'll just be a short wall dividing and an island dividing the kitchen from the other two. So basically we can just, you know, be all together no matter what anybody's doing. That's the idea. And I love this open concept thing. Crazy about it. But I left my palette knife out there. And the other day I saw an old credit card I was using, and if I could find that, I would just go right ahead and use that. Instead, it was just right here. See, this is the problem. I need to get this room cleaned out. That is on the agenda for this weekend. Getting my craft room cleaned out. Like I said, we were using this for storage. So get that stuff out of here and really get going on getting this more like I want it. You need to go lay down. You're not needed today. We're not doing any more giveaways. The drawing, once again, will be March 1st. So, oh, excuse me. Anyone who wants to enter that, you have till December 28th to share my channel, either on YouTube or Facebook. You have plenty of time. Well, don't this just beat all? I have got everything everywhere. I've got projects I've started. I've got, oh, I did that swap for Christmas on May Made It's channel, and I still haven't gotten all that put away because I don't have room. I've got all my flowers that I was doing with the baby wipes. You know, I went back and I looked at that video when I titled it, and I had to change the title because I had used baby wipes. Do you know how bad that sounds? I was like, oh my God, Cheryl, what are you thinking here? Used baby wipes? Oh, okay, yeah. So I changed it to recycled. I thought that sounded a lot better. I'm really excited. A lot of you said you want to try that, and you know, that is like, I am way cool with that because they're so easy and they're so quick and they're so like I said, you know, you can get 70 flowers for $1, so yeah, I'm just having a little avalanche of stuff over here because I just have this pile and it's just kind of going up the wall toward my pegboard where I have all my dies and some other things on, and I'm trying. You are naughty. Anyway, guys, enough of the chat. I will be right back. I need to go get that palette knife. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about that interruption. Now I just need my molding paste, which I know is in here. And I'm just using the Liquitex Light modeling paste, they call it. Ew, the lid wasn't on very tight. I hope it's still good. I'm getting all crumbs all over my... Crafting Kitty, that was yours too. So I'm just going to start up here. I'm just going to play with this thing. I'm not really, you know... Oh, I see I had some color in there, but... I'm going to be gessoing over it anyway, so I don't think it's going to be a really big deal. Try to get this on good and even. Get it all smoothed out. You know, I've wanted that Tim Holtz Harlequin stencil forever. I finally bought it, and I haven't even used it, but I'm hoping that closer to Halloween, I'll be more comfortable with doing canvases, and I'll be able to use it in a Halloween canvas project. I think that would be really neat. I am so behind on crafting, and I've been talking to a lot of you guys on Facebook and stuff, and finding out I'm not alone, so that's cool. Glad we're all in the same boat, but then again, it's so frustrating to be behind on stuff. Alright, this is where it all usually goes bad, if it's going to go bad. Haha, success. Wipe that off of there. Well, that's really... Oh, I love this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at that stencil. Wow. And this is the Americana Mixed Media stencil. And it's just a big doily, and I got it at Michael's. So, if you guys like it, that's where I got it. It was, I believe, $3.90 some cents, I think. So it was not an expensive stencil at all. So I'm just going to put down some more of my modeling paste here. I think one of my biggest problems is I don't like to waste. And so I get really nervous about using a lot of a product. And I don't know why, because I don't know. I'm weird. But, you know, some people tell me that's what they love about me. I'm weird. I'm okay with that. Rather be liked for being weird than not be liked at all. So I am really excited about this giveaway. I am now up to 108 subbies. Thank you all so much for getting the word out there, all of you that have. I appreciate it so much. And I found, you know, through getting new subbies, I found some new channels to subscribe to too, so that was really awesome. Because, you know, you wander around YouTube and you know, there's like so many gifted, talented people out there doing stuff. And, ooh, that's pretty. I like that. And I think maybe one more down here in the corner, just a partial one. I'll have to remember to do my edges. But there are so many gifted, talented people out there. And I mean, all right, that is enough out of you right now. You get down. Oh. All because I gave her a little time on the camera yesterday, which I figured was probably not the best idea, because then she would do this. But she does it anyway. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. There are so many gifted, talented people out there. And it's hard to see, you know, all the channels. And, like, I've subscribed to some people who, you know, they don't do their own videos, but they have other people, you know, that they watch. And I found a lot of channels that way, which is a good way to find them. But just wandering around YouTube yourself, there are so many. I would love to be able to subscribe to everyone who's done something that I think is really awesome, but I don't know if YouTube limits your amount of subscribers. I know I have, you know, I don't have a ton and I'm subscribed to, but once in a while somebody's name will disappear off and then I have to go find them and put their name back on, so I don't know what's with that. Whether I hit something by mistake or YouTube just says, okay, you can only have so many subscriptions or whatever, I don't know, but, are you happy now? Oh, what a mess. I'm sorry for yelling, guys, but she must have climbed up there earlier and took that all down, or made it so it wouldn't stay where it was. Or I got a ghosty friend. In that case, hello, whoever you are. I'd be okay with that. Why doesn't it mess with my stuff? Now, I did a really bad job on this edge over here. I got way too much, and I think I'm just going to take that off. I shouldn't have tried bending the stencil over it because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So we'll put it up here. We'll just go ahead and take all this excess we have going here on the edges, and we'll just put a little bit up in here. And I will try a little harder to peel it off a little more carefully. I know you're not, the camera's not favorable to you seeing this right now. Trust me, I just had a big disaster on the side of the canvas over here. When don't I have a disaster, okay? That's a good question. When does Cheryl not have a disaster? Yeah, I seem to do pretty well with that. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to buy this light modeling paste again because it really likes to make little peaks. If I was frosting something, it would be excellent. It'd be great for that, you know. Make little peaks in my frosting, maybe miniature frosting. There's a thought. Can we do miniatures? I am thinking about, and we're still going to continue with the box, but I'm thinking about breaking away from that a little bit and going ahead and doing some other things too so that you guys, you know, you guys have some projects to do because I really want to see what you guys are going to come up with. You guys are a crafty bunch. Donna E. You, oh my gosh. Any of you that are members of our ministers group on Facebook that haven't been there yet, Donna E. has posted her wedding cakes that she made. She did a bride's cake and a groom's cake. And the groom's cake has a lot of miniatures on it. And I'll tell you what, it is fabulous. And you know, I think you guys just kind of sometimes underestimate yourselves. Kathy B., oh, you'd never made miniatures before except you sent a miniature in a tin to Gareth. Well, that's making miniatures, sweetie. And I do think I remember seeing that video that he posted. And it was awesome. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break away from the, oh, man, am I getting a mess. Should put something down. This my palette knife. This water. Ew, I've got colors all over this too. Yeah, so this is what I've got done so far, which isn't very exciting. It's just some doilies, but boy, there's really a lot of texture to these doilies. They really show up on here. So, yeah, this is a cool stencil to have, and I just stuck my finger in that. And I just wiped off the one I did. Oh, really? Really, Cheryl? Get your stuff together, like they used to say way back in the day. Get your poop in a group, which, yeah, that's a pretty old saying. I had it popular when I was in high school. What does that say? That says Cheryl's old. And that saying is probably really stupid. Oh, guys, I'm just in one of those moods. I'm in such a good mood. I am so thankful to have all of my subbies who have been there from the start, and I am thankful to have my new subbies, too. So, all of you, welcome to my channel. I am glad to have you. I am so happy that you decided to share my crafting adventure with me. I'm pretty new to it. I'm not real good at a lot of things. Those of you who don't know, and I don't even know if some of the ones that have a long time, I've talked to some of you, canvases and ATCs intimidate me to pieces. I like them. I love them. I love watching what everyone does. I want so bad to post on Gareth's ATC Inspirations. It's a group on Facebook that Gareth started, and if you guys like, you know, doing ATCs, wander over and check out ATC Inspiration if you haven't already. Oh, everybody on there just makes the most fantastic ATCs. And I'm not one of them because they just scare me. That's just the plain truth. I'm going to let this dry while I go wash out my stencil before it gets set up. I really like the stencil. Yeah, so I will be back. Bye-bye. I'm back, and my doilies have dried here. This is just basically really an experiment because I'm not sure if what I'm doing here is going to work exactly, but I'm hoping it will. So I think it'll be really cool once I do. I've got some doilies, pieces of doilies that I've bought at one of the local thrift stores. Now I really wanted to use these because they look like grapes, but they were done in purple and green, so I gessoed over them, and let me get light here. I guess that's not going to help much. Should have probably put the overhead light on, but I've got some natural sunlight coming in right now. It's kind of cloudy, kind of sunny, off and on here. It'd be nice if it wasn't for the breeze outside. But yeah, anyway, I gessoed over these, and you can still see a little bit of the color, but I'm hoping by the time I get all done with this, that color is not going to show in here. I haven't decided if I want to make a bunch of different colors or if I want to kind of try to go more monochromatic, because I think both ways would look really neat with the doilies. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just using some golden matte gel medium, and I'm just going to be trying to put my, oh, stuff's getting hard on the sides. I've been shutting it tight too. I guess it's time to get it used up. And I'm just going to be laying these, attempting to lay these doilies down using some of this. Oh, Crafting Kitty, you've been up here, haven't you? You have. Bad Crafting Kitty. I'm not even sure this is going to really stick these down because they are so thick. That's why I said I'm not even sure this project is going to work. It might not. I'm hoping, because I think it'd be really neat. And I'm really hoping that I can get rid of some of that purple and green on there. I think I need to use more of this in laying these down because they just really didn't want to stick too well. Crafting Kitty. Oh, bad crap. I guess that's just going to stay there underneath. It won't show, but I know it's there, so it's bugging me. You need to keep your little body off of here. And what I was going to do is I just wanted to lay these grape ones that look like the grapes. I just wanted to lay those down side by side going down the side of the canvas. And again, I don't think I got enough of that on there to stick this down really well. I may end up having to take them off and glue them if they don't hold. So I am going to be gessoing over this and then painting too on top of it. So, boy, that's almost like a paste there where it started to set up. I need to get this stuff used. I was trying to not use a lot, you know, it's the Golden brand, it's good, but it's kind of expensive, so I was kind of trying not to use overuse it, but I guess I need to get it used up too. And like I said, I've been keeping it covered, or keeping the lid on really tight. It just, I have to put a little bit more down here, I think, under this one, because that one's going to come up. It's not even wanting to stick. So I'll put a thicker coat down there and hope for the best. If not, I'll get some E6000 and do it that way, but I was hoping I'd just be able to do this because it'd be so much easier. I really like doilies. They're pretty. My grandma, my great-grandma, my aunt, they all used to make them. Beautiful jobs. I have done them, but I just don't really have the patience for doing them. They used to do a lot of the filet crochet, which is so beautiful. We have a tablecloth. It's not a real big tablecloth, but it's a tablecloth that my great-grandmother had made, my dad's mother. And she had used some sort of sewing thread to crochet this out of. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Kind of one of our family treasures. It's very special. Very, very special. And I have it right now, and I don't know which one of my kids is going to get it when I'm done with it. We're still kind of up in the air on that. Sticking that yet. Put a little more under the edge of this. I really just hoping we get it stuck down. That stays stuck down. Okay, well, we're going to give that a shot because I'm going to try to put all of my doilies on with this. I did gesso over the ones that were a little bit of the ecru color, and gessoing a doily is not fun because you really got to get it down into all those little cracks and crevices, or whatever you want to call them in a doily, all the little decorative design on them. I kind of am hoping I can drape this one a little bit over the edge, but the gesso kind of almost worked like a starch, making it kind of, but I can always glue that end down when I'm done. And I'm going to have to move it out a little ways further, so I need a little bit more of this. Boy, this is getting gloppy. Look at that. Oh, definitely time to get it used up. I don't want it to go to waste. I don't want one big clump down there in my jar, for sure. And these are thinner, so I think I'm gonna go over those with the matte gel medium also. Maybe they'll stick a little better for me if I do that. I think I'm gonna end up gluing the side down though, where I went over the edge with the doily. I think that might be the best choice on that. We'll see here if I can get it. Oh, it looks like it might want to. I'll probably touch this up with glue anyway, once it gets dried. Then I kind of wanted to put this one over here on this side. Like I said, this gesso has really made these stiff, but I wanted the gesso in case, and again, I want to drape a little bit of this one over the side too. I wanted the gesso in case, you know, I want my colors to stick, you know, whatever colors I end up using, whether I end up doing, you know, a lot of different colors, or if I just end up going with my monochromatic color scheme, I want to be able, you know, for the doily itself to be able to really take whatever I use. I think I'm going to be using mostly my Lindy's sprays. I'm so excited to really use those. I played around a little bit with them, and I really am just so happy with them. And it was such a good sale Joann's had on them at $2.49 a bottle. So they're kind of what I'd had the thought for this before, but once I got the Lindy's, then I pretty much knew I wanted to try this idea. And it looks like I just went over the only texture I have on this side, but that'll be all right. We'll be okay. I hope everyone has some special plans for Valentine's Day. I have none. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Sarah wanted me to watch Zoe, but I have had this cold. I just got over the flu. And I've got a couple teeth right now that are kind of infected, and my mouth is like hurting, so. Yeah, my one side was a little swollen up, but part of that sinuses too. And so I said I turned her down on watching Zoe tomorrow. Normally, I would jump at the chance because I don't see Zoe all that often, but I really don't want to give her anything either. I bet she's having a little party today at daycare. She has the best daycare provider ever. She's always, her kids have a lot of fun and learn a lot at that daycare. Put that down because I see that one. I'm just going to go over this a little bit with my gel medium. Her daycare provider is just wonderful. She is really a special person. I've met her and I really like her a lot. And Zoe's so happy going there. She's got a lot of little friends, and sometimes they get naughty. Like my daughter said one day Zoe came home and Zoe was blue because she'd gotten into the markers with her little friends, and they'd marked on the daycare lady's wall. Thank goodness they were washable markers, but still, naughty children. But my daughter Sarah made the cutest little robots for Zoe to take for her party. They used Hi-C drink boxes and then just different types of candies like Starburst, and it looked like Sarah had a chocolate heart on there and stuff, and just cute. So I know Zoe will be excited to take those for her party. Sarah, my oldest daughter, is not... Oh, I found one more of these. Yeah, down here. Do I even want one more? Yeah, I got them all. I'll use them all. Sarah is, but isn't as crafty as, like, Amanda and I. Amanda she's a fantastic artist. Sarah's good at stuff when she does it. She really is. She's very good at it. but she just doesn't always do a lot of it. But now that she has Zoe, you know, and Dylan, their little boy, he was Andrew's little boy that he had with someone else before. He and Sarah got married, but Sarah loves him just like a son. And now that she's got them, she's got some reason to be creative and do some things. And I'll tell you what, stuff she's coming out with is really amazing. She's always like, oh, I'm just not that type of person. But you get kids, it gets different, because then you want to do special things for them. You know, and so she's doing all the special stuff for Zoe, and I don't know, I'm sure she probably does some for Dylan. Dylan lives with his mother, but he does, you know, they have him on the weekends and a couple nights, a night or two a week. They get him right now. And, but yeah, she's been doing a lot more crafting type stuff since, you know, it's always been in daycare and stuff. And she's really, really quite good at it. I think sometimes she just underestimates her own abilities. Sounds like her mother. Not bragging, guys. I just am, because I am a perfectionist. I am so hard on myself. It's crazy stuff. But yeah, so Sarah's getting a lot more crafty now that she's had Zoe. And I'm just gonna put this is gonna be my last doily, and it's one of the little flowers I made. Thought since I made those, and they look more like doilies to me really than flowers, that maybe I should, you know, probably put one of them on my project. Maybe not. And I'm just kind of putting it up over the corner and around the edge. And trying to get enough of this stuff on here, and it is getting really like a paste in spots, so. Note to self, don't try to save stuff that you probably really should just go ahead and use. Or it's going to go bad before you get it used, and that's not what I want. Because those of you who know me know I like to recycle, upcycle, whatever you want to call it. And I do not like to waste. Wasting is just... I don't see any reason for wasting, I guess. But, and you know, speaking of recycling and stuff, I have had such a fantastic response to those baby wipe flowers I made. That happened strictly out of boredom one night. I was just sitting around, and I was just sitting there, and I was bored. And it's not like I couldn't find some crafting stuff to do. I was just feeling a little burnt out on it. And well, when you get burnt out on something, it's never good. You got to take a break. And what did I do? I was sitting there looking at those, going, boy, it's a shame I have to throw these away because the colors are so pretty. And then I got to thinking, well, hey, you know, maybe I can make a flower out of those. And, well, one thing led to another, and I got the flowers, and you guys' response to those has just been just amazing. I thought, oh, they were just something. They turned out kind of cute. You know, what the heck, I'll show them on YouTube. And then I got the request to do the tutorial on them, which I did not do a very good job of because I kind of goofed up. But I've got so many of you now saying, oh, we want to try these, you know, or reposting them on your channels. And that, to me, that is a great honor to me, guys, because I am such a perfectionist. And like I said, I'm working on that. I'm really trying to get better about that. And I am getting better about it. I'm learning to look at my stuff now and say, you know, that's fine. That's fine with me. I'm good with that. So this has been a wonderful experience to me. But yeah, so many of you are wanting to do them, and to me, you guys, that is a great honor that you guys want to try something that I did. When I started YouTube, I never envisioned myself, you know, being anybody somebody would want to copy, or not copy. I don't like the word copy. So everybody uses, copy just, the way we use it mostly in the English language, it's not favorable. But that everyone wants to try. My subby giveaway thing is going pretty well. More of you to join in though and get in the drawing. Yeah. But anyway, I think this video is probably getting kind of long, so I'm going to leave it right here and let this stuff dry good and see where I'm at when I get done with that, and I will be back. I'll show you up close what I've got done here. You don't see too much of the purple and the green on the grapes now, so let me back out just a bit here. Move this camera the right direction so I can get in this is what I got going, okay? I don't know where it's going to go exactly. This one's kind of just leading me since canvases are not my strong point, but we'll see. I'm going to stop the video for now. Thank you very much for taking time to join me. For those of you that are just happening by my channel, if you like what you see, please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you all very much. I hope you all have a very happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.